Right, we're at the studio of Andy Moor. Andy, thanks very much for having us today, and it's so fascinating seeing everything all here. When we talk to DJs, like, we're very keen to know about their old tunes and their vinyl collection.
Yeah.
Have you still got some vinyl that you can show us?
Yeah, I've dug a few out for you. A few oldies here. Got something like the first pressing of The White Room.
Right, yeah.
So that was a tune which I made with Adam White, and at the time we made this tune, we didn't think anything of it really. I just thought it was a bit too straightforward, but the people seem to love it, so it was my first foray into this kind of style. Got the Air for Life tune with Above and Beyond. It was a nice tune to make.
What are your memories of making that track? And it's still a track that goes down well today?
I think it does, depending on the audience, depending how old they are. But people that were around in that era certainly appreciate it. And you know, I sometimes doubt whether I should play these kind of things now and then, but it does work. It does.
Yeah.
People do appreciate it. This was my first release on Ava, my own record label. I think it was the third release. I waited until we got a few more underway. This was done with Orchidia, who's doing really well right now himself. A really talented guy, cool guy. We made this tune together, some of it in my studio, some in his, and then we ended up finishing it off 2 separate mixes.
You've DJed all over the world, you know, what sort of things do you keep that sort of still bring back memories of your gigs?
Got some of these things.
Quite a lot there.
Yeah, a few of these. So I just keep them hanging on the door, and one day I put one on the door.
Yeah.
The next week a few more came, and then they're just still here, so they're just slowly building up. Sunrise Festival.
Oh, yeah.
That's a bit of a smug photograph there. That was a really cool festival in Poland. Luminosity, that's still going. That was only last year actually.
Yeah.
So the Grammys back then in 2008.
And what have you got to show us? Well, tell us about your setup.
Speakers, keyboard, and basically everything's done inside the box these days. So I've got a few bits of hardware, and yeah, it's nice and clean. Back in the day, I used to have a big desk, lots of hardware. It would take a long time to plug things from one place to the other, which was good in some ways because it made you work in a specific way in workflow. But now it's just all in the box. You can do whatever you want when you want.
What track have you got here for us?
I've got Faces up here, which I did with Ashley Wallbridge.
Yeah.
Give you a quick blast of. Sounds like the Addams Family, that bit does. I didn't really think it was going to be a tune which people took to. I thought it was a little bit borderline commercial, but people seem to take to it.
How do you feel about playing your old tunes as when you actually DJ?
Yeah.
You decide on what you're going to be playing?
I've always put my own tunes down, maybe more than I should, just because I like more of the melodic kind of sound and maybe not necessarily always a club banger. So sometimes chicken out and go for the club bangers and just give the crowd what I think they want.
Yeah.
So yeah, you forget sometimes they want to hear your own stuff as well. So
yeah,
you have to give them what they want as well.
You're part of Stadium 4 with Lounge. Recently had Unity out. Are you working on any other tracks together?
Yes, we're working on this one. We only started it recently, so it's a little bit half done.
Yeah.
But I'll give you a quick blast. Old school bass line kind of thing, with a bit more modern twist.
On the 20th of May, you're coming down to London to play at Trance Sanctuary Trancecoda at Egg London. What are you most looking forward to about it?
Well, I've heard so many good stories about the event, so just experiencing it for myself, seeing the venue, just playing in front of a UK trance crowd is always something I love to do, so just very excited.
Great, well hopefully you'll be able to join us on the 20th of May, Trance Sanctuary Trancecoda at Egg London.